Right, morning, Chris. Morning, NT. We see you guys. And we can get the show rolling. Thank you so much for joining us. Should we?
Let's go.
All right. It's a new month. It's a new episode of You Know. You know, this is the place to be when you want to know all things entertainment, when you want to know all things advertising, when you want to know all things social media, and all things that are happening in the world of advertising. That's how we do it. Every first Thursday of the month, we come together to just chill around and speak about what's the latest trends, what's trending, what's new, what's happening. And of course, we look at a cool video, a cool case study, or a cool ad from around the world.
You have a great one today,
Hello?
eh? Hello.
Hello?
You have a great one. Let's go.
Without wasting more time, let's just check it out.
Hello.
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 Oh, hello, Barney.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Hi.
How you doing there? Yellow. Hello.
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 Yo.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
John Appleseed. Does anybody know what ad is that?
Are they bringing back the old iPhone?
It was literally the first ever iPhone ad.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's the first one. When they launched the first iPhone, this is in 2007. Yeah. So it's like how many years now? 2026.
Okay,
Damn.
brothers. Okay.
It's been 1 year ago. Yeah,
So,
21 years ago. That's the first
One in
iPhone,
2007.
iPhone ad. When they were launching the first iPhone, that was their literally, hey, spatula boys, we see you. Boo, 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 boo. Welcome.
we actually end this on the Oscars. We'll get back to that. I'll come back to you guys about the Oscars.
Now we've got some news regarding the Oscars. We'll talk about that later on. Now we gotta talk new with our brother Jabs. Jabs, tell us what's new in the streets. What's
I
happening?
have such a dope game that's gonna come out. It is called Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. So if you're a fan of open world superhero games, this one's right up your alley. Let's check out the trailer.
I need to become more than a man. I need to become a symbol.
What did you have in mind?
Who are you?
I'm Batman. Why so serious? You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. I'm allergic to nuts.
Who's the man behind the mask?
I got you!
Oh, you think darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by... Ah! Who put that there? I could have really hurt myself.
Yeah, let's keep it going. I'm such a big fan of Lego. Okay, so this game comes out on the 22nd of May. Oh, price is a little bit steep, so you might have to wait until Take a Lot has it. The price ranges from 1.2 for the normal game and to about 1.5 for the deluxe version on PS5, Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, that's me. Then look, I got Lego. I love it.
Hey, look at
I
you.
absolutely love Lego. That's already done on my top.
We see you.
So I'm definitely gonna get this game.
Brendan is in the chat saying that Lego Batman is the best. The rest,
I love
And
Lego.
then everybody's saying that Lego Batman is so cute. And then Joanne is saying it's been a century since I was a gamer. But you said how much
1.5 rand dollars
for a
Yes.
game?
All those
Is
Medivas, all those Medivas, all of them.
all the Medivas, my friend.
For a game? Nope.
Yeah, but
Not
you know,
happening.
you get to keep it forever. So I guess, yeah, that's me. If I do new, I will be back with your latest in AI news
All
a
right.
bit later.
Brendan just said only Bruce Wayne can afford this game. Oh, Brendan, that was funny. All right, let's head over to the world of TikTok with Avashni Chetty to tell us what's happening on that side of the world.
Hi, everyone. So I've got two quick updates for TikTok. Kicking it off, basically, TikTok is letting users add relevant keywords to metadata. So what it is basically is that now instead of TikTok generating its own metadata for you guys and assigning specific keywords, creators can now go ahead and actually add their own so that it's easier for searching and remove irrelevant keywords, even suggest keywords that better match their content and help guide their content in TikTok search. So that's the first update. And then our second update is TikTok announced its new partnership with Vista Media, which is expanding its out of phone advertising program. What it means is it's going to be displaying TikTok style ads beyond the app itself, and it's reaching over 1 million digital screens in the real world locations. This out of phone advertising solution is going to take TikTok content into physical spaces such as billboards, shopping malls, airports, taxis, you got it, all of that vibes. And basically what it means is we evolving from just the social media app into a broader advertising and social media, media platforms. So brands can now create a one style TikTok campaign and use it across multiple screens and environments. So that's coming soon.
All right.
That's pretty cool. Because now that means like TikTok campaigns are actually going to be a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
it's
then-
no longer limited to your screen,
Just-
just coming to a billboard near you.
Okay.
Oh, now we're going to see people dancing everywhere.
In one.
The
it's
digital
another
billboards are already distracting. They're already
It's an-
distracted. So now
It's another example of how social media tells us and digital tells us all other mediums are dead. And then they go and use all the other mediums
On the
for themselves
exactly.
every
True.
single
That's
time.
very true. That's very true because they say, yeah, billboards are no longer relevant, and then they go and put TikTok on a billboard.
Imagine.
TikTok on.
But I think it's pretty cool though. This is a pretty cool update. I'm sure Meta is gonna get jump on it probably in the next month.
Yep. Watch Zuckerberg.
You know, going back to that point that Brandon made about when they said mediums tell you other mediums are no longer relevant and then you use it. It's like the Nike tick. Remember when Nike tick was, it has to be like this? Then they started doing shoes where they flipped it around. When we were in primary school, if you had a flip Nike, you're fake. But now if you got a flip Nike, you're cool. So
Like
it's so interesting. It's so interesting how we say it's negative and then when we use it, it's a positive outcome. I think that's the advertising we are in, eh? Attack them and then use what you use to attack them. It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
The new climate. And
That's true. I didn't know out of phone was a thing. Is that a real thing? Is that a word? Out of phone.
out of home, out of phone.
Okay. I clearly need to get a new job. I need LinkedIn to go onto LinkedIn to get a new job because I didn't know out of phone was a new thing. Speaking of LinkedIn, Sam, can you tell us what's happening in the world of LinkedIn?
Morning, guys. Yeah, so Just a quick update. So LinkedIn has they updated their AI powered search. It's more conversational, so they're expanding it and making it more flexible. So you're no longer just limited to searching using keywords. It's more flexible in the sense that it even caters for spelling mistake, nicknames, and so forth. So they're more poised for discovery as opposed to when you're looking for someone who's looking for something on LinkedIn, you have to be specific because sometimes you're looking for a particular person or something specific on LinkedIn, but because I guess you don't know the name, how to write the name or anything of that sort. So now it's more poised for discovery and finding make it easier and more human in a sense. Because if you think about how we prompt, it's more conversational. You say exactly what you're thinking and not like trying to be perfect and hit the notes. So
Yeah.
they are sort of like moving into that kind of space because I think with a lot of my updates last year, it was a lot of introduction. I think when you look at LinkedIn, like there's a lot of improvements and push towards AI and finding ways to improve it based on AI. I think this is another edition. They introduced this last year, November, but now they're just expanding it and improving it as they go. And I think that's what's happening with AI in general. So they are moving forward and improving it in that sense. So yeah, that's just a new layer from LinkedIn for this month. Thank you.
Okay. Danko
So-
Sam. So I can just search Sam instead of Samuel and find you.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
Sam, a strategist in Africa. What? It'll find.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say,
Divine
what
wanted
happened
to
to
say something.
Yeah, I think it's also I think it should be dependent also on regions. Like for example,
Yeah.
I know if you search in a person's name, but you're in America, I think they're gonna give you the people in America, unless maybe okay, but it's still cool because I
Oh,
can't.
and if you think about, for instance, if you went to a conference of some sort, there's a speaker who was particularly interesting for you, but you don't know the name or the specific name. There are ways of finding that person. That's why I'm like they're structuring it or poising it more for discovery and not like because before it was so limited in that it was so rigid. You have to know the exact person's name. Now there's more like from an AI point of view, but also from a search point of view. Like sometimes you just like type a whole sentence to find one person or one thing. So it makes it easier in that sense.
Does it also work with the algorithm? And in a sense of, like you said there, maybe it knew I was at a conference, so it knows who I'm searching in comparison to just walking down the street and start, like I just thought of something and I started searching it. Do you think it's like it knows you were at a specific place, so we would assume you're searching someone that would have been found at that place? Because if it's I know it's not your company, but I'm just as you're talking, I'm thinking about it.
I mean, they were in court for using people's information. So I don't know to that. But if you did have a post or any interest in a particular event, I'm sure you can make that link.
You can pick it
That's
up.
good.
Yeah.
It's good news for stalkers, basically. I mean,
But I mean, even campaigns, because I mean, you have pages like Good Ads Meta, and sometimes I look for campaigns on that LinkedIn profile. It's easier to find, I think. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Sam. Moving right along, let's head over to the world of X and find out what Elon Musk has been up to.
Cool. Hi guys. So
Yeah.
X is moving towards a more like automated and AI first advertising experience. So it's going to be focused on like more speed, simplicity, and performance. Then what has changed in the ad manager is that they launched like a completely a redesign on that ad manager. And it focuses on like an AI powered advertising, and then the campaign will be like quicker to set up, and then you'll get more like proper insights on like how your campaign is performing through the campaign period. So the AI will help you improve like in terms of like targeting and your ad delivery automatically. And then the campaign can be launched a little bit faster, and to set it up will be like quicker than when you do it manually. So what matters here is that they're trying to lessen up the manual work of advertisers when they set up the campaigns through X. And the aim is to kind of like compete with like TikTok and Meta when it comes to ad placements on their platforms. So that's pretty much what X is doing currently. And it is live currently. So if you want to test it out, you can go and check how the dashboards have changed and everything for your ads.
Do you need a blue tick? Do you need
Get
to-
out of
No.
here. Get out of here.
So no.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Dineo. There's a poll that is live right now in the chat. You can go and vote right there. And of course, it's asking that X is taking sales campaign to the next level with AI powered targeting and faster campaign setup. What do you think? Obviously, there's options, but the option that's leading right now is I'm curious. I still need to see the real results first. Because with all these AI updates, we should change these sessions to June AI. That's what Christopher Else said. All right. Let's see if there's some AI news in the world of YouTube with Tina. Hi, Tina.
Hi. So YouTube is truly changing how people watch content now. So ever wanted to watch more than one thing at once, like 2 games or 2 videos, but couldn't? So this week, Neo Mohan announced a new feature called Multi-View for YouTube TV. This allows users to watch multiple live streams simultaneously on one screen. So what's new is that it's now fully customizable. So viewers can pick which streams they want and arrange them however they like. So for example, you can watch up to 4 live videos at once without switching between them, which is really useful for sports and live events. So before, users could only watch pre-selected combinations with limited control, and now they have full access or control over what they can watch. So in overall, this shows that YouTube is becoming more like a TV platform, offering more flexibility and a richer viewing experience. So in short, it's not just about watching videos anymore, it's about choosing how you can watch them. Thank you.
Dang, Tina, the way you did it, it sounds like you're advertising it. I won't lie. It felt more.
I'm sold.
YouTube.
I'm
Yo, bro,
sold.
she
I'm
felt-
like,
it
go,
felt like
you know,
she
subscribe.
wasn't
I want to
presenting
watch
you.
it.
She was sending us
You.
that thing, bro. Okay.
So the
Sheesh.
streamers use like multi-screen channeling things because I don't see how I would actually use it.
Yo. Like now, I feel like I'm a security guard. I want to try this out. Like four different things all at once. I'm watching all these screens. I'm like, I want to go on YouTube Premium, YouTube TV. I'm sold, Tina. There's a poll in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, and it says that YouTube is rolling out customized multi-view TV apps. What's your response? Like, what do you say? What's your first thought? Like, do you want to try this out? That sports fans are about to leave on this feature. I mean,
Oh yeah, when it comes to sports, now I can see how I can use that
okay.
because like
When
in
you're watching
goal,
highlights.
I want to watch every single game, but I can't.
But
I
YouTube
have
doesn't
like
show
one on the
live
TV,
games.
one on the laptop, one on my phone. So I guess this could work.
Then you can watch Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs here. This side, you are watching Bayern and PSG.
So
Like, it was pretty.
pretty about how Tina's delivered it. I'm so thankful.
Yeah. Also, with the World Cup coming up, did you guys see that they announced that World Cup games? YouTube, is it YouTube and FIFA have signed an agreement to broadcast the 2026 World Cup games live on YouTube.
Interesting.
That's dope.
That
This
explains
is
the
World Cup.
update.
Yeah.
That
Probably
explains the update.
Yeah. It's about the World Cup.
That was
Which
so
is in
smart.
35 which is in 35 days to go and still no hype around it. Where are the ads?
Where's the song?
Where's the song? Waka Waka. Something.
Americans.
All right.
Yeah, let's move right along swiftly now. Sure.
Let's go to an ad break.
All right, everybody. Quick timeout from all the chaos. We all know this agency life of ours gets mad and it's tight deadlines and endless small changes, and somehow people are able to start a campaign, work on it for 2 weeks, and still rebuild it before deadline time. See, we're all chasing great work and pushing briefs, case studies, and mid-year goals. Maybe we should look out for each other a bit more, Help your team out. Be kinder. Check in on your people. And if someone looks like they're one email away from quitting to become a farmer in Northwest, maybe buy them a coffee or a take a lot voucher or something. Enjoy the things that are happening around you, like free coffee on the second floor, join the walks, the Joe Public hikes. Did you guys know there's even Zulu lessons? Come watch the big fixture, you know? Before you accidentally get selected for a position you've never played for in your life. You see, take care of yourselves too. Sleep properly, drink water, go outside, touch grass. Some of you have screen time numbers that need more than just prayer. All in all, work hard, be kind, enjoy the madness while all of us are in it together. Thank you.
Try not to laugh challenge. I was holding in on my giggle.
This is where they come in.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's Jasmine in the chat asking, is this JuKnow session sponsored by Take a Lot? Take a Lot, guys. Where's Kenny?
Yeah, take Drake. Shout out to the Headmaster. That's saying shout out to the Headmaster. That's BK with the one take of an ad. You see how versatile we are. We see how love for the love of the ad break. You swear they were a client or something. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's head out to the world of Meta to find out what Mark Zuckerberg has been up to. BK, thanks for that. It was very cool, by the way.
Jumping on the AR bandwagon. Again, I think this will be a trend for the next few months. So we know that's over the last year, there's been cases where like teens have been getting involved with AR to points of like self-harm and so on. So building on what Meta announced a few weeks ago, they've now introduced more honed-in parent supervision tools, which basically they can see weak summaries of topics rather than transcripts, which I think is a little better in terms of like teen privacy and so on. So these topics would be like school, health, hobbies, and so on. And now then they would get security alerts if the Meta AI can pick up that the teen has been involved in chats around self-harm, suicide, and so on. Because like we know that this AI, it's not going away. And like parents may be at a bit of a loss in terms of navigating it, helping their kids navigate it. And it can go down, it can spiral quite quickly. So it can help bridge a little bit of a tech gap, help the parents that are feeling overwhelmed, and intervene early with their kids that are getting involved with AI chatbots, especially the Meta ones. And yeah, it also gives you guidance and tips on how to navigate the conversations or the topics that the teens are involved in. And with it not sharing full transcripts and rather topics, it does help from a privacy point of view. Like it's not like the parents are seeing full chats that the kids are having. So it may just help like facilitate that conversation between parents and teen. But how they're doing this is through the age restriction. What's it? Age restriction keys that are on like movies and so on. So like those type of the 13 plus movie ratings is how they sort of navigating this. But I think it's a good move from Meta. Because like obviously teens are very influential in terms of chatbots, and we know how our Claude and our Gemini and so on, it only praises you. So we don't want it to be pushing kids in like a negative direction. So yeah, I think it's a positive implementation. Interested to see how it goes and the uptake. And this is currently in a few countries now, opposed to just the US. They're starting to roll out to more countries in the coming months.
This is what AI should be used for.
Malum condones this message.
Yeah, this is literally
I really like that.
What AI should be getting used for. I love that, Chris. Like,
Yeah, and the last comment, yeah, kids need to be playing outside, not on chatbots. Definitely.
I agree.
That's gonna be very difficult. Like kids are on their phones 24/7, guys.
You know,
Kids are not.
Kids are on their phones because we gave them phones to begin with. That's the problem. Stop blaming the kids. Like my brother, he knows Monday to Friday. It's schoolwork. If you're bored, play with your book. Make a toy out of a pen. Do something. And you only get your phone on the weekends because the kids are on their phones. I think parents are lazy to parent So they give them the phones so you have more time for you and they have more time in the internet. These updates are great and all, but to be serious with you, just take off their phones, let them get creative. We used to make toys out of bottles. Now we're trying to find bottle updates.
Hotel.
True though.
Like
you. Right, let's jump over to the world of WhatsApp to find out what's up with WhatsApp.
So imagine you're scrolling through WhatsApp statuses. First, it's your granny posting Happy Sunday, and then it's your friend's gym progress, and then boom, you see an ad, a status ad. WhatsApp is officially evolving into more of a discovery platform, introducing ads in statuses and on promoted channels too. It's to help people discover brands, businesses, and other content naturally inside the WhatsApp app. So for brands, it opens a new way for for them to reach the right people, grow their community, and also just spark different conversations in a different kind of space that people use every day. So WhatsApp says personal chats, calls, and statuses will still remain encrypted, but it will definitely change how the app feels and how people interact with it. And so I wanted to know what you guys think. Is it a smart move, or are we doing too much with the adverts now?
there's ads everywhere. I mean, we are in the advertising communication industry, but like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm gonna have to see it first. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't updated my WhatsApp.
I got served an ad the other day. I saw it on my WhatsApp statuses. So when you are busy scrolling through statuses,
There's an ad in there.
an ad just pops up. You'll just see an ad popping up, and
So now how is it targeted? Well, I guess
it's what you it's the channels that you've subscribed to, and the things like that Meta is all
Yeah.
Meta is all a ball. So if you were searching something, if you're searching a travel destination on a Facebook or an Instagram, and then on WhatsApp you'll get served a what.com.
algorithm.
Yeah. So I've received an ad. But yeah, Homoto is saying we need to slow down, not on WhatsApp. Guys, we are the last people to complain about ads. We need ads everywhere.
Everywhere, including the highways.
Ads everywhere. Put those ads everywhere. Yeah. So yeah. What do you guys think? Do you need ads on WhatsApp? You don't need ads on WhatsApp. What's your thought on that? But while you think about it, let's head over to the world of Instagram to find out what happens when you search something on Instagram and get served an ad on WhatsApp.
Yo, what's going on? So I noticed that everybody that started the intro was like, it's short, mine's not, so you better sit through. Instagram has a new update, right? And I like it. I'm even about to personally show you how it works. I think it's great for brands. It's great for creators because what it does is that it now gives you an in-depth insight on a post engagement. Because the quality is so terrible, I'm just going to open one of mine here and show you how it looks. So hopefully you can see my phone. If you can't, my bad. So there's a section there. There's engagement, there's audience, and there's overview. So what it does on the overview part, it will tell you how many views you have. So for example, here's 3,000. How many accounts will reach 1,643? So what's the difference between those two? Views is just a general see. Like people saw it maybe on the explore page or just saw it as a swipe through. Then the accounts reach were those who actually stopped or deliberately pressed on it to look. Then you have your profile visits, which we know, which is someone pressing based on the post, and you have your follows, those who you follow. But the new part that's interesting is the engagement section. So the engagement section, what it does, like I have 4 posts here. It tells you which post got the most like in your set. So for example, if you have a carousel of 5, it'll tell you maybe the first one got 200 likes, the second one got 50, the third one got 300. Why would the third one get more? So it becomes like a thing of when you check your insights, you could restructure your carousel. You could say, okay, I'm gonna move the third one to the front. Because if the third one got more likes, it must be something special about it. So it's so interesting. Like even in a post, I remember I did a post of 10. My first one, of course, which is always the captivating one, got the most. Then the one at the end got the second most likes, which made me wonder, why the one at the end? So it's like, okay, that's the one people like the second most. Because what happens, some people you scroll, you look at the first one, you look at the second one, then you like based on the second one. You look at the third one. Some people they scroll all the way to the fourth and then like. So it checks all of that. And I think that's my favorite part is the engagement part. It even tells you which photo made a person follow? Was it slide 2 or slide 1? Then, of course, the audience, which we all know what type of audience you have. And I think it's so great for brands because if a brand posts a carousel, except for our Celsius phone, because that's all we post. But let's say we post like a creative carousel, you're not able to see that, oh, the fourth one got the most likes. I wonder why. You can restructure your carousel and move the fourth to the front because you can do that on Instagram now. But I think it's such a great update for creators, for brands to know what is working, what is not, how is it working, what are people engaging with. But yeah, that's the update for Instagram. I think it's such a great thing. It's active on all accounts, all business accounts or creators accounts. As soon as you press insights, it automatically take you there, and then you get to see what you have, and then from there you can go to audience engagement and all. And another update is not on this list, but Instagram has done this thing where your views are shown without you having to go on insights. So automatically on your page, you get to see how much views you've gotten per post, which just allows you to have an immediate overview of what's working best and so on and so forth. But like I said, views versus accounts reach is different because views is just who sees it. Account reach is those who actually went in, not engaged, but actually pressed and what out or whatever, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's the update, brother.
All right.
Pretty cool. I like this update.
Thanks.
Gives brands a lot of time and a lot of room to actually maneuver. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, I also like how Divine, when you talk about an update, you will show us practical. And then you will
I'm a
also bring the
teacher.
brand in and make, oh, you're a teacher. Yeah. They did say earlier on that, yeah, you've got such experience in being a father. Hey. Anyways, moving on to AI. James, what's happening?
Remember when I spoke about the Oscars earlier?
Yep.
Well, the Oscars now have blocked AI-generated films in the new rule that would be in the 99th Academy Awards in 2027. So the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences is reserving the rights to win Oscars exclusively for human performances and writing. So they said, let me just read this quote. The Academy clarified that only acting demonstratively performed by humans and that writing must be human authored in order to be nominated for an Oscar. So, what do you guys think? Should advertising also have this similar rule, or must we have a separate category for AI generated content or campaigns?
I'd say we should have a category for AI generated things.
Because I personally believe, I'm so sorry for cutting in, but I personally believe people should stop this whole AI nonsense. Remember when music started, right? You would play the instrument, right? Then people came up with sampling. And then sampling was like, no, sampling is taking away the efforts of the musicians because all you have to do is take an existing song. And then what happened? Sampling became a thing. And then we used it. So is this, and then what's happening now is the new version, which is AI. So you have backup vocals that are not real singers. No, backup vocals need to get paid, blah, blah, blah. But it's going to get moderately in. Even in photography, before you had to wait for the sunset. Now you can use your phone to check when the sunset's going to come and take a photo. Are we cheating the system? We're just finding easier ways to go beyond. So I think with movies a little different because, of course, people are actors more than there's producers. But I think in advertising, if you got a concept and AI helped you enhance it, I can go to Paris without going to Paris, but the idea was still my idea to go to Paris. I think personally, it shouldn't be a remove it, maybe a different category, but also appreciate that people can merge. Because it still takes creativity to know what you want to do in Paris. It still takes creativity. Exactly. You still need creativity to know where to put the backup vocals or the fake piano that you generated. Because your musical mind needed something and AI made it easier. That's my chat. Yo, I'm being a father today. Shucks.
Yeah, agree.
There's a poll up in the chat. There's a poll up in the chat asking about Oscars blocking AI generated films and. So now we're asking, should we have a similar rules when it comes to awards in advertising? It's like, yes, keep human first, create a separate AI category, or it depends on how much AI was used. Currently, create a AI category is leading. So I think we need an AI category.
I think so too, because that allows us to actually embrace AI without taking away the human as well. I'm all for that.
So, controversial view, I kind of disagree. I'll tell you why I disagree. Because, like, where do you draw the line with these things? because then you have subcategory upon subcategory. It goes on for freaking days, guys. And then you end up with this long thing, and the ideas, which is the most powerful thing, which we should be awarding, becomes almost a secondary thing because of all these subcategories and crafts and all this other shit, you know? Like for me, it's like you kind of need to accept what this thing is, and whether it shines from an idea perspective or not, that's the main criteria for this stuff, you know? Is it innovative? Does it shine from an idea point of view? However you create it, doesn't matter. Like for me, that's the thing, because if we're constantly going to do that, remember when, and you guys are pretty much everybody in this call is too young, but there was a stage where we used to, and think about the logic of this. In South Africa, we would have like separate stuff in like lorries for like vernac and stuff like that, you know? It was like a thing. It was like a separate thing. And it's so insane because all that you were doing was you were awarding the stuff that's vernac in that specific category for that, instead of accepting it and making it mainstream across everything, that the vernac ideas should be and can be the most powerful ideas there, period. Doesn't matter about everything else. And I think the same thing should be applied in this way, because the longer we kind of embrace that and integrate that, the worse it becomes from an overall perspective, because then you end up competing with like any man off the street with their shitty AI, because you haven't embraced AI, when you should be rising above them through the power of your creativity and ideas. That's my view.
That's powerful.
Well, man, preach.
Brandy, that
You
is,
changed my mind, Brandy. I fully agree with you now.
and Lisage are very, very powerful also in the chat. Lisage is saying the problem is that AI can remove the middleman, and the middleman could be you.
Oh,
What a time to be Malcolm.
Aish.
but you know what?
Let's
Over
move.
the heads. Over the heads.
Let's move right along to the world of streaming platforms. And to that, I've got some Netflix news. So Netflix has decided to double down and also just go vertical on mobile. So on the mobile app, they've went vertical and they call it Clips. So it's a new feature on the Netflix app and it's called Clips. So what this basically is, basically means that you can now watch clips on Netflix by having your phone in vertical mode. So you just keep your phone like that and you watch clips. So how this works is that it's basically short clips from different films and different, the interesting parts or trailers or previews of all the content on Netflix. They just cut it down and put it onto a tab called Clips.
So
where,
two shorts.
yeah, sort of like YouTube Shorts, but you can scroll. If you see something you like, you click on it, then it takes you to the full show or to the full movie and all that. So this is just a way for them to get more people onto the platform than finding content to watch on a TikTok or on YouTube Shorts and on all that. So it's quite interesting that they've decided to do that. And I've also got a shop video on it. This is where it gets interesting.
Format is finally catching up to the behavior. So what happens next? That doesn't mean that cinema, for example, dies. It just becomes premium, more intentional, more immersive, more event-based. But this is where it gets interesting because short form video exploded about 5 to 7 years ago, but now it's kind of hitting a wall. There's a lot of UGC, there's now AI slop, as people call it, and there's a lot of low effort volume, and audiences are beginning to get fatigued. So what does Netflix do? They introduce highly produced short form content in a mobile native format. But this is completely different to what you see on TikTok or Instagram. And if they get this right, they're not just competing, they're redefining short form video content. And this is the part that some brands may miss because a lot of brands today are still playing in the area of user generated content, influencer content, performance creative. But the next wave is going to be narrative driven. And that means high production content built for mobile. And we're already seeing a lot of signals of this. Elf Cosmetics is now producing almost film-like content. We see that from other brands, for example, like Cloud Foods. And brands are investing in storytelling, not just ads. Now imagine a world where a brand-owned reality series is in the form of short-form episodes with recurring characters and distributed in a platform like Netflix's new vertical feed. And the brands that move early on this will build audiences and also customers and, more importantly, retention.
Yep. That's it. So basically trailers. Yep, it's trailers and feeds, but it's very important what this guy said, that it's where the world is moving now, because obviously we had all these different formats and they've changed and they've changed. And it seems like now people are consuming so much short form content that
Vertical.
even about Netflix are going in that direction.
Korea is deep in there. They have whole episodes, 2-minute episodes, 3-minute episodes vertically. That's where the world is going.
We'll have to wait and see if it becomes a thing, though, because I don't see. Do you mean now we're gonna have vertical TV screens?
I don't want
Is that
projector.
is that where we're going? To find what's look ahead.
Vertical TV screens.
I think that's where we're going, because everybody's consuming content vertically, guys. That's just my thoughts. It's just a wild thought that I just had. But yeah, that's it for this. We're going full circle or rectangle for that matter. All right, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this month's episode of You Know. And if you don't know,
now you know.
Thank you so much for joining us. Do this again
Same time next month.
next month. Danko.
Bye.